In this video, I'll walk you through a few simple ways to customize the look and feel of your Carrot website and make it stand out through our built-in design features. Let's get started. So I've just launched a brand new Carrot website, and in this scenario, I'm going to be helping an imaginary friend, Zoe of Pivot Homes, to design her brand new Carrot website. During the site creation process, I provided some basic info about the focus of Zoe's business and the main locations that she's trying to attract leads in. She's using a hybrid site template as she's both a real estate agent and investor based in the Nashville, Tennessee area. Now I want to personalize Zoe's site and really make it stand out. So here we've landed on the website homepage after the site creation process. So the first thing I'm going to do to work on the look and feel of the site is pop into the design area. You can also navigate to this design area from the dashboard section of your Carrot website. The first design option that we have is the design theme or template. So here you can see that we are previewing the Douglas theme, but we can change that. So I'm going to click into change. And here you can see we can do live previews and learn more about the various themes. And these are really just the starting place. We'll be able to add more customization in a moment. Now you can see that we have various designs. Zoe has access to these premium designs. That will depend on if that's part of your account. But even if you don't, you'll still have access to the basic designs depending on what site type you've chosen. So we are currently on Douglas. We have a live preview of that, but we can check out any of these other designs at any time. This is what my site would look like if I chose the oak design. For this tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and choose one of the premium designs since I have access to those. Now, after previewing and we know that we like mahogany as the design, we want to make sure to activate and publish that theme. With any of the design previews, you'll also see down here in the bottom left that you can also preview what these designs will look like on a mobile device. I definitely recommend using this tool to check out what your site might look like on a mobile device, and also be sure to check it on a live mobile device once you've launched your site completely. Okay, now that we've picked the design template, the next thing that I'm going to look at is the brand colors. So we're going to go down here into the colors area. Here we're able to set 4 primary brand colors, and these will influence the color options that are available throughout your Carrot website when editing certain blocks and block patterns. So these are a big part of making your site different from the standard template or from other sites. If you don't already have a brand color palette or aren't working with a graphic designer, I love this free site and tool called Coolors. That is a great option if you want to explore existing color palettes or generate your own branded color palette. I'm going to click into each of these to change the colors. You can use these pickers, or if you already know the exact hex code of the color you want, you can type it in here. Okay, I've set my brand colors and I've published them to save my changes. Now I'm going to go back into the main design area. Now, there's a lot of features here, and we're not going to go over all of them today, but the next thing that I want to do is change my fonts. So here you can see that we are on the default fonts for this theme. Enter for both our primary font, that's our main text that is used throughout the page, and then our headings font that is used for the headings on the page. If I click this open, you can see we have lots of different options for our primary font. So I'm going to pick Montserrat as my primary font. And you can see that in the preview, it immediately changes. So if you're not familiar with these fonts, you can just pop around and see which ones you like best. So I'm going to select Montserrat. And then for the headings font, I'm going to pick Urbanist. So again, we have even more font options for this one, and the same thing applies. When I click that, you can immediately see the changes reflected in the preview, or you can decide if you want a different font instead, like Nonito. Now, once I have both fonts selected that I want, you want to make sure to always publish your changes once you are ready to do that. After you've published those changes, we'll head back out to the design area. Now, the next thing we want to do is upload our logo, and we do that under this branding section at the top. So when I click into branding, we have a few different options. So we have the site title. This is the name of our business or our website. We have a tagline, which I am going to change for this example. The Pivot Homes tagline is where movement meets opportunity. Now, here you can see that change is reflected in this preview under the Pivot Homes name. Now, we also have these icons available to us. You can see that this is the one selected. That's what's reflected up here. I can click through these and find one that I like best, or I could upload a custom site icon here. But we're here because I want to upload my logo. So I'm going to click to select an image and upload that logo file. Here we're taken to our media library. This is a brand new site. I haven't uploaded anything yet, so I'm going to upload the images. Now here you can see I'm uploading two different image files. These are both transparent PNG images. One is with the logo in the full brand colors. One is a white logo in case I want to be able to use that logo on a colored background. I'm going to go ahead and save this white logo and choose that and see what that looks like. Since we do have this colored background on this top part, I think that looks great. So we're going to publish our changes. Okay, so after you've uploaded your logo, you can head back out to this design section. One more thing that I want to call your attention to is our Carrot lead generation banner. So let me click in here. So this is this banner up here at the top. This is great for converting your website visitors into leads, getting them to fill out their contact information or take an action. We have it enabled so you can see it up here, but if you don't want it, you can disable it. You can also change the placement of the banner from sticky at the top of your website to the bottom. I'll go ahead and change it back. You can choose to show or hide on mobile devices, and you can change the style of the banner. So here you can see that we have the banner with a simple text and simple form, but you can also do text only or text and button only. And of course, you can change the written content that appears here with it. Here you can see that we can also change the form that is capturing the info when somebody fills it in here. You can choose from the list of your available forms. Now you can see here that the background color of the banner was automatically updated based on the colors that we added to our brand colors from our primary color. But what if I want to change it to a different color? You can totally do that here. I'm going to change this to my secondary color by typing in the hex code, and you can see it suddenly turns to a very different color. So I'm going to publish those changes. So now I'm back in the design settings area, and I want to also call attention to the header options here. Here you can see that it is set to the left align header based on the options for this particular theme, but we can check out other versions. So this is determining where our navigation menus are laid out. Okay, so I think we're going to go with this one. In this header options section, you can also do things like change the call to action for your phone number that appears. You can enable or disable social media icons and even highlight one of the menu items here. So we don't have any highlighted right now. If I click first item, you can see that the first item on this main navigation menu gets highlighted, sell your house, or if I switch it to last item, our company, which is the last item on our main navigation, gets highlighted instead. So let's highlight that first navigation item, sell your house, and then I will publish those changes to save them. And now I'm going to leave this design settings area. So now we can see this updated home page. Now I haven't changed any of the content on the home page itself so far. All of the content is still what was created for me during the original site generation process. All that we've done is go into the design settings and change some of the site-wide design features. And you can see already how the site looks very different from how it was when I first created it. Now what I'm going to do is go into some page level design settings and block options that we can play with to differentiate our site. So now I'm going to click into edit, which will get us into the visual editor for the homepage. So this is our visual editor. This is where you make individual edits to your pages and post on your website. We have some great tutorials all about this topic, so check those out to learn more. But I want to call attention to a few features. One is your hero block. So your hero block is this block at the top of the page, top of your home page, top of many pages. If you click the block, you'll see that it is highlighted in an orange outline around the entire thing. You'll also notice in this block toolbar that appears, it has a thumbtack icon to indicate that it is your hero block. It comes preloaded with an image. You can change that image, and we recommend that you do. So once you have the hero block selected, you'll also see these block settings in the right sidebar. If for some reason you don't see this sidebar, you can toggle it on and off here with this sidebar settings little icon widget. And if you come here, you'll see that you can set a featured image. It is pulling in an image that was preset during site generation, but let's set a featured image. So again, we'll want to upload a file to our media library or choose from an existing file. I'll need to upload a new one. Okay, so we've got a few images uploaded, some interiors of homes, and I'm going to select this one and see how this looks on my homepage. Now you see it automatically updates in the preview here in the visual editor. I think it looks great. Let's go ahead and save these changes. Now to preview a page at any time you're in the visual editor, you can click preview. Okay, here we go. And you can see how different this site is continuing to look from that original template that we created upon site launch. So that's just one of many blocks. Now, again, check out our other videos about the visual editor, but I want to also draw your attention to some basics. So as I scroll down, you'll see if you click into any of these sections, you'll have the ability to edit. So now if you want to insert a new block or block pattern, you can do that by hovering on a section and this will appear to add a block, or you can pop up here to this block inserter. Here you can find all sorts of different blocks, things like paragraphs, headings, images, and more. You can also find block patterns, which is one of our favorite ways to customize your site. Now here you'll find block patterns for things like meet our team. Let's drag this in and see what this looks like. So here we can edit this text here, and here we can edit all of these images, replace them with photos of our own team members, and really customize it to make it our own. We can change all of this information out. And here when I'm selecting this block pattern, you can see this entire block pattern is highlighted because it's got this orange outline around it. If I click here into the sidebar settings over here, you can see that this is built inside of a cover block. And here, if I wanted to change this background color from this pink overlay to a different color, I could do that. And when I click into the colors here in these sidebar settings of the visual editor, you can see that these colors get pulled from those brand colors that we set earlier. So if I wanted to have it that dark teal color instead of that light pink, I could do that here. Let's check out a couple of other block patterns. Now we've built in all of these different block patterns to show off things like how you help people, the specific situations and niches that you help people with, to explain how your process works, all the kind of information that Carrot members typically want to share on their website. You can also pull in credibility blocks with information like reviews and testimonials, things like badges and icons that show off press mentions, Better Business Bureau ratings, Google My Business listings, things like that. I'm going to drag one of these in here as well. Let's drop it in here. And again, you can customize all of this text. These are preloaded with some standard icons, but you can replace these images as well. And you can also add a link. So if you wanted to link this image to your actual Google My Business page where people could leave a review for you, I recommend doing that. You'll just add a link by clicking this and adding that link here. Now, if all of this feels a little too much, if you're the kind of person who would rather be hands-off and have someone else do the editing for you, be sure to check out Carrot's Marketplace. We offer 3 different services to take care of all of this in-house. We have a Quick Start Plus, and Concierge setup where we'll get your Carrot website up and running for you. If you do like the do-it-yourself options, you can also check out Carrot's Help Center for more tips and tutorials.